Hi everyone, this is Maria's Budgeting. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. So today I will be doing my week 4 check-in for the month of May. So it's going to run all the way through June because I get paid in June. So I have to do my last weekly check-in from the last week of May and through the first week of June. So let's go ahead and start. Today I'm going to be checking in from the 27th of May all the way to June 4th. So I'm going to start. I'm going to show you guys my stickers as always. So these are from Planner Kate on Etsy. They're no spend stickers. Then I have my expense trackers from RominaRosa.com. And then I also have Simply Chemico's expense trackers as well because I ran out of my sinking fund expense trackers from Romina Rosa. And I just have not ordered anymore. So I will go ahead and start. So on the 27th, I did have a spending expense, and spending is in this pink color there. So it was just from some chocolate, and it was $1, but I did decide to use my spending envelope for that. Then I also went to Target and I got some toiletries, so which actually was the same transaction, but this is from chocolate, that was from Target, and then the toiletries were from Target as well. So it's $25 for toiletries. Not sure why it put a J, but it's okay. Okay, so $25, and then I used my dates envelope to get some McDonald's because I had been recording that morning. My boyfriend and I went to Target. He picked me up. Then we were hungry. We got McDonald's, and we were both in a rush. Me to get ready for work, and he was in a rush to go get a haircut. So we just got fast food. And for a little while we did stop eating out as much, and guys, this last week has just been horrible. It really has been. You guys will see, but it's really bad. Next on the list, I did use my birthday sinking fund. My little cousin asked me to buy her some press-on nails, so that is what I did. I ordered them on Amazon, and then I got them directly sent to her since she lives in another state. So that was that. On the 28th, I used my restaurant's envelope for some McDonald's, and that was $5. So here we go with the transactions back to back for eating out. So McDonald's is the second transaction. So 27th and 28th were both spending on fast food. And then I also used my birthday's sinking fund to buy my aunt one of the calculators, like the one that I have, which is this one here if you guys haven't seen it before. I got her one of those because she really liked it, so I decided to go ahead and order it for her. And I'm using birthdays because I have no other envelope for gifts, so that's why I'm using my birthday gift, or sorry, my birthday sinking fund to buy this calculator and my little cousin's press-on nails. So that was it for the 28th. On the 29th, I did go to Safeway for my mom. And I was planning on not spending this day, but my mom asked me to go to the store, so I ended up going and spending, but that's okay. That was Safeway for $23. And then I also had to use another envelope to have the amount for the transaction. So I used $7 from miscellaneous. And since I had already, spent money that day, then I just decided to go get some gas as well. And that was $35. For Chevron, as usual. Let me know down below how much is your average gas prices where you live. For me, my average is $4.19 per gallon, which is really, really expensive. But, yep, that's how expensive it is here. So, I also have another transaction, and that one is from my sinking fund. I made myself some new envelopes, a couple of new envelopes, so I don't know where I left that sticker. There we go. So I decided to buy more envelopes on Amazon. So I spent $15. This is a very, very long check-in, guys, because I have a lot of transactions. A lot. So, that was all for the 29th. On the 30th, I had 2 sinking fund transactions at Costco. So 7 for beauty and then 20 for clothing. So 27. I'm just going to mark them in the same sticker. Because as you guys can see, these boxes are very, very small. So 27 for Costco. And then I did use my restaurant's envelope for banchan, which is Korean fried chicken. And I spent $12 out of my restaurant's envelope. And I also used my spending money to get some drinks at McDonald's because it's way cheaper there than getting it at Banchan. So I got one for my sister as well. And I will go ahead and I'm going to start putting these on the 28th now. The good thing is that I'm recording and I can go back and look at my transactions, but this is supposed to be on the 30th, but it's okay just because I don't have any more room. So McDonald's for $2, and then I used toiletries and beauty. So 35 plus 20 from 35 from toiletries, 20 from beauty. So a total of 55. And that was for my shampoo and conditioner at Ulta. So a total of 55. It's very messy, but it's alright. So Ulta, that's fine. And then I use electronics for a phone case, so $14 and $15 on a mouse for my laptop, so $29 in total. That was for Amazon. I'm going to place it right here on the 28th. Okay. And that was all for the 30th. On the 31st, I did get McDonald's, and that was for my fun envelope. So that day in the morning, my sister and I went to check up on her best friend's dogs because she was out of town, and my parents were busy in the garage cleaning it. So $21. This is not fun. Let me grab the green one. I spent $21 on food for all of us. Okay. And that was it for the month of May. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. On the 1st of June, and by the way, my calendar is very plain because I didn't buy any stickers this time, so we have to work with that. So on the 1st, I did go to Marshalls, and I used my sinking fund, my clothing sinking fund for Marshalls. And I know that I'm going to return some things from that transaction, so I'm just going to leave the amount blank. And then that was it for the 1st. On the 2nd, I used my fun envelope for McDonald's because I didn't take lunch. I've been very bad at taking lunch to work. So that was $4. And that's on the wrong day. I do apologize because I feel like I'm all over the place during this video. On the 3rd, I also went clothing shopping again. I'm trying to prepare myself for my vacation. So I spent, well, actually, same thing with this. I'm just going to write the store. I'm going to leave the price blank because most likely I will be returning some items. Not most likely, I will be returning some items. But the total was $116, but again, I'm not going to write it down. Next is Ross, and that was $13. And for this one, I am going to write it down because I will be keeping the dress that I got at Ross. And then Kate Spade, I bought a backpack. It was $93, and it's coming out of my vacation sinking fund. Next on the list is Hawaii activities. And this was for snorkeling and the booze cruise that we booked. So $155. And then it seems like Taco Bell. So I used my dates envelope for Taco Bell. So that's on the 3rd. And that was it. I also used my dates envelope on the 4th for McDonald's for myself. Because again, I didn't take any food. To work. And I also ordered my luggage at Walmart, and that was $98. So that is officially all of the transactions for the last week of May. And again, that includes the beginning of June as well. As you guys could probably tell, I didn't have any no spend days for the last week of May. And my excuse is going to be that I'm trying to prepare for my vacation. It was a very, very, very spendy week. You guys can see right here. It was very spendy. But yeah, again, I'm trying to prepare for my trip. Maybe if I wasn't taking a trip this month, then maybe I wouldn't be spending as much, but it's okay. I knew that this was going to happen. But again, I got 16 no spend days in the month of May, so I'm very, very happy about that. So I'm going to go to the weekly check-in. So I'm checking in from the 27th through the 4th. So I did not add anything for my cash envelopes, so I'm going to put 0 on all of them. Because I didn't stuff them this week, I stuffed them in week 3. Okay. So for dates, let's see how many transactions we had. We had $8 right here on the 27th. Then we got no more transactions, but in June, I'm sure we did. Yeah, so we have Taco Bell for 8 plus 8 plus 4 for McDonald's. So that's $20. So we spent 20. And we had 20 last week, so we have 0 remaining. Oops, I hope you guys can see that. And then for fun, yeah, $21 on McDonald's for fun. And I know that I got McDonald's with my fun money, I believe. Yeah. So $4 plus 21, $25 that I spent. And I had 25 remaining last week. Oops. Not sure why I put that. So $0 remaining for fun. For gas, I don't remember if we had gas transactions. Yeah, $35. But I actually have to come back to this because I'm going to take my flower challenge out of gas. So I will be back to this one. Groceries is next. And it's the blue color, so Safeway for $23. And I had $23 remaining last week, so we're at 0. Oops. And I wrote it in the wrong space. Okay. So 23, 0 remaining. For miscellaneous, I know I had one transaction for Safeway to, you know, make sure that I had enough for the transaction, so $7. And we had $10 remaining last week, so I should have $3 remaining. For restaurants, I know I definitely used that. So I have Bonchon for 12. And then I had, move you guys up, 12. And then I have McDonald's for, McDonald's for 5. Looks like I got McDonald's twice in one day. It's on the 28th. Oh no, I think that was not for that day. It's just because I didn't have enough space. Anyways, so 12 for Bonchon, McDonald's for $5. Is that it? I believe that's it. So 17. Okay, so restaurant 17. So that means I should have 0 remaining since we had 17. Nope, that's not true. We had 20 last week. So we should have 3 remaining. And then for spending, we have chocolate for $1, McDonald's for $2, so that's $3 remaining. I had $3 remaining last week, spent 3 this week, so 0 remaining. Now onto my flower challenge. I had 52 on the 27th and on the 29th. So $5, $5. On the 30th though, I don't have a screenshot. I screenshotted every single day. The 30th I don't have it. So I'm adding $5 because I don't have a picture, so I'm not sure if I did or didn't have to put money in. So I'm just going to take it out. So here's my May challenge, and I have 25. I need to take 15 out from my gas envelope. So where's gas? Here it is. So I have to take out 20, so I'm going to put this 15. So I'm going to put the 20 down, take the 10. So these go back into my gas envelope. Okay, I'm going to put that back in my wallet. So let me write it down. Week 4. 15. So let's add everything up. 15 plus 20 plus 20 plus 5. So we should have $60. We have 20, 40, and 60. So we were able to save $60 for our May flower challenge. $60. I'm gonna put this little note back here. So we had a gas transaction of $35, and then we have $15 for the May flower challenge. So that means that we took out $50. We had $60 remaining last week. So that means that we should have $10 remaining. So those are my final numbers. I guess I could put it right here. Those are my final numbers. So now I'm going to check in with my envelopes. So dates has nothing. Fun has nothing. Gas should have 10. 5, 10. Groceries has nothing. Miscellaneous should have 3. 1, 2, 3. So $3. Restaurants should have 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have $3. Spending has 0. And back to bank has nothing. So we're done with our cash envelopes. This money will be rolled over. Or it's going to be going to my rollover. So here's my rollover. And let's see how much we're adding. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. $16 going in here. Let's see how much we have in total. We have 20, 40, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So we have 149. So this is going to my vacation envelope. So that's very exciting. There's one thing that I want to do in this video that is very different from my other weekly check-ins. I'm going to go to my July transaction log. My June transaction log has already been taken care of for my sinking funds. I did record a video. It's about 42 minutes long, so I'm still debating if I'm going to upload that video. But for the month of June, I'm going to be taking out these amounts from my sinking funds. So I'm going to put this here. I want it to be visible. So there we go. So before I move on to the sinking funds, you guys probably saw this little sticky note on this envelope. It says pay debit card back, $20 tickets, Facebook. So my boyfriend's sister-in-law's parents got in a car accident because they were hit by a drunk driver. That was, I believe, in 2020, so in November or December, and her father is still recovering, and right now they're trying to get funds to buy a van that can carry a wheelchair, I believe, since her father does have a lot of doctor's appointments to go to. So I decided to buy 2 tickets from her, and that was for a raffle in order to get some funds for that. So I'm going to leave the GoFundMe page down below in case some of you guys might want to donate. But I'm going to take $20 out because I Venmo'd her for the tickets. So that means that my debit card or my checkings account is missing $20. So I'm going to add it to my Chase envelope. So that's that. Now on to my sinking funds. So my first 2 transactions are clothing. So clothing and clothing. Here are the amounts, and the reason why I put it on this sticky note is because I'm going to return some items, so I know that the amount on here is not going to be like exact. So it's not going to be 56 and 116. It's going to be less than that. So I'm going to take the money out of my envelope. Once I return those items and I know how much I got back, then I will go ahead and put the money back into my sinking funds and write the actual amount here. I hope that makes sense. So for clothing, we have 116 and 56, so that's 172. I'll do 50, 70, 90, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 60, 75. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah. Let me just count this one more time. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 50, 60, 70, 75. So 175. And it's 172. So that means that I need $3 back. I don't know how to do this though. Here, I'm gonna grab some change for my rollover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take $5 from here. So 5, 5. Put this back. $50, $70, $90, $110, $130, $140, $50, $60, $70, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. We're going to take 3 back into clothing. And these are going to my Capital One envelope, but I'm going to grab a clip. So I clip these together. That way I know that that's for my clothing. but I'm pretty sure I'm going to put some money back. So that's what that's for. Just to separate that from the other money. Okay, so that's that. And then clothing for Ross, $13. I don't even think I have enough. 10, 11, 12, oh sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have $8. I don't have enough, but I am stuffing my envelopes after this video, after I finish recording this video, so I'll have to wait on that. Then vacation for $93 for my spacing out here. For my Kate Spade. For my Kate Spade backpack. So we have 93 and 98. Those are both going to the same credit card, so that's 191. 100. 20, 46, 60, 80, 90, 1. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 91. So that's going back to Capital One. This one's getting thick. And then the Booze Cruise was $155, so out of vacation as well. Booze Cruise and snorkeling. So 150. I don't have enough. I don't have a 5 or 5 ones. So what can we do? Probably change a 20. Let me see if this envelope has enough to change a 20. 10, 20. So 20, there we go, 155. That is going back to Chase because I already Venmo'd this amount, so it's going back to my debit card. So probably off camera I will go ahead and take the $13 out of clothing. Okay. So we are all done with these sinking funds. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!